Today on the net, Troy Davis's execution draws nearer despite the strong online mobilization to save him. Web users are calling upon the international community to support the Yemeni revolution. And cats playing out a scene from one of the Star Wars films. Campaigning for Troy Davis continues. On Tuesday, his clemency appeal was rejected by the Georgia Parole Board. His execution is scheduled for Wednesday. The 42-year-old African-American was sentenced to death 20 years ago, convicted of killing a white police officer in Savannah in the southern U.S. in 1989. Amnesty International is leading the campaigning. The NGO posted this documentary online last month, which looks back over the case. It features anti-death penalty campaigners as well as jurists, stating there is strong evidence supporting his innocence. They also highlight the fact that a number of witnesses have since retracted their statements, saying they've been coerced by police who were keen to implicate somebody in the affair as soon as possible. The NAACP, a civil rights organization for ethnic minorities in the US, has launched a huge social media campaign. Anyone who thinks there is too much doubt in the case is asked to post a message urging the authorities of the state of Georgia to grant clemency. Troy Davis's sister, Kimberly, has set up this online petition on the site change.org to stop her brother's execution. It's been signed by over 250,000 people. Kimberly Davis speaks on behalf of all the family when she thanks the web users for their support in this video. She says that she's not only campaigning to save her brother, but also to support all those who have been wrongly sentenced to death in the US. The international community can no longer sit back and do nothing as 7 months on, the repression continues in Yemen. Protesters need help from the rest of the world. This is basically the message Yemeni activists are hoping to get across, and they're calling upon web users the world over to join their fight for freedom by taking part in rallies on the 24th of September. The appeal has been widely relayed online. Messages of support for the people of Yemen have poured onto social networks and on Twitter in particular, where microbloggers have been following #SupportYemen to denounce the repression inflicted on opponents of President Saleh. Web users have been saying that the international community must intervene and can no longer ignore the deadly violence in the country. The person behind this music video has chosen to pay tribute to the men and women playing an active role in the Yemeni revolution. The video praises them for continuing their peaceful protests despite the brutal suppression they face. Some have been sharing their experiences online. Dozens of amateur videos like these ones filmed in Tez or in the capital Sana'a have been posted online recently, showing the security forces breaking up protests. They show soldiers loyal to President Saleh fire water cannons, tear gas and even live ammunition at demonstrators. A signed photograph of Julian Assange, one of the 2 computers used to prepare the US diplomatic cables for release, and even a packet of coffee smuggled out of jail by the WikiLeaks founder. The site that specializes in the publication of sensitive or restricted information has launched an eBay fundraising auction. The organization claims to have been the subject of a financial embargo and sees this as an opportunity to continue funding WikiLeaks. One of the most popular trending terms on Twitter at the moment is anti-planking. Philippines Congressman Winston Castelo has filed a bill seeking to ban planking in the country during protests. Planking consists of taking a photo of yourself lying face down in unusual places and then posting that photo online. Demonstrators in the Philippines recently used planking to protest against government policy. The bill has been strongly opposed online as web users don't see the point of it. A remake of the famous George Lucas film The Empire Strikes Back, with cats taking on the main roles. In this clip we see 2 kittens battle it out in a scene reminiscent of a Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader confrontation. This short film will appeal to both Star Wars enthusiasts and cat lovers.
What did I say? You 2 are grounded 1 week.